Hi everyone, and welcome to our Architecture 2B, Architectural Graphics and Color Rendering. We're going to start off talking about freehand sketching, shading, and contours. You already know that freehand sketching is a powerful tool for graphic communication. So we're going to talk a little bit about some concepts that underlie that and also touch upon the idea of visual depth. Then we'll go into more detail about several different types of freehand drawings, including gesture, blind contour, also called contact drawing, contour drawings and value drawings, and end up with a little touch on diagramming. Let's take a look at some of these concepts that support the idea of freehand drawing as graphic communication. And the first one that we want to look at is the intent of a drawing. You want to look at your audience. Who are you drawing for? And you also want to look at what are you trying to convey? What is the idea behind the drawing? The next concept is composition. Every drawing should be considered as an artistic composition, and therefore you should consider the balance, focus, and impact of the image. And also, and we're going to look at this semester, the flow of information, what gets presented first, middle, last. You also want to consider context in your drawing, which ideas or which items are relevant and which really aren't. All right, you need to select carefully what you're presenting in your drawing's context and entourage. Finally, let's talk about depth cues because the whole idea behind your two-dimensional drawings is to convey three-dimensional information. It's important to use depth clues to, and we say here, facilitate perception and the illusion of three-dimensionality. Let's look a little closer at how you can create those visual depth cues. And here are some of the tips and tricks, or maybe kind of tools in your toolbox when you're composing your drawing in order to help you convey visual depth. And the first one is overlapping. All right, do your items overlap each other? Diminishing size of similar objects will give you the illusion of depth. Also, a hierarchy of lines and values from front to back. Are things brighter, darker, or heavier lines in the front versus the back? This can help give you some visual depth. The next two kind of go together, vertical location in the visual fields or also linear perspective theory. All right, these are ways to create visual depth. Atmospheric perspective is a little bit different. Do you remember what this one is? Pop quiz. All right, well, maybe you do or don't. Atmospheric perspective is the effect of distance. Things farther away often get a little bit foggy or a little hazy. You lose the detail because of the depth of atmosphere in between. Texture and details go along with that idea. Things that are further away often have less detail. Orientation of shade and shadow is a big way to create that illusion of three-dimensionality and visual depth, and we're going to study that in detail this semester. Transparency and reflection go together with the ideas of shade and shadow to, again, create the whole perspective. In this video, we just covered how freehand drawing is a tool for graphic communication, and then went into some more detail about the ideas and concepts that support this communication tool. Thanks, everyone.